Hey guys, we're back with the 89 Grand Wagoneer. And today's project's gonna be getting these roll down windows out, as well as this stationary window right here, and then that one up there, the vent window. So we're also gonna get the weather seals out, the inside and the outside. And then I have a video out already for the rear quarter window. So if you need that, go check that video out. But I'm going to be showing you how to get these windows out today. So let's get right into it. You will need to get your door panels out first. So if you if you don't already have those out, I have a video you can go check out for those. But with those off, our first task is going to be getting our speakers out, which these are aftermarket speakers a previous owner put in, but the disassembly should be fairly similar. So let's just take these 4 screws out real quick. All right, so next we're gonna want to get these screws out for this little, let me take this off so you can see it better. There's a little panel right here that we're gonna need to take off so that we can remove our electric window motor. So there's should be 4 or 5 screws holding this panel on. Alright, so now we have this little metal piece out. So it was actually only held in with 4 screws. And then we're going to take this 5th screw out for this little metal piece right here. Next, what we're going to want to do is actually roll down this window just a little bit so that 1 screw's in this hole and 1 is in this area right here. So let's just turn the key and roll down the window a little bit. So you can see 1 screw's right there, and then the other one's right there. So now we're gonna be able to get these out. So you're gonna want to try and hold this little plastic piece from spinning, because it'll just continuously spin. So if you can get it like a second finger on that one, because this one's spinning around. This one came out pretty easy, but you'll need to like get a finger and kind of wedge it in there so that the plastic piece stops spinning around. All right, now that those 2 screws are out, our window is now able to move up and down. Hopefully your window shouldn't fall. It's kind of wedged in between these 2 seals enough to stay put for the most part. But I would recommend holding it while doing this, maybe, if you had a 3rd hand. So next what we're going to want to do is actually remove these screws using a Torx bit. Let's see, there's 2. 1 there, 2 there, another 1 up there, and then 1 right here. We're going to need to remove all those for this electric motor assembly. So the motor and then the track the window goes on. All right, so you probably want to hold all the window just in case it falls from behind this when you're removing these screws. But now we're gonna actually remove this the motor assembly to get it out of the door through this. You can't see that through this opening right here. And then first you're gonna want to unplug this harness for the motor. Like that, and then hold the window up and then remove the motor. All right, we're back. We're actually gonna do it the right way this time and get a clamp of some sort and put it up here and hold the window up so we don't have to hold it. And we have two hands removing this assembly right here. All right, now we have our clamps holding our window up. So now hopefully we can remove this a little easier. All right, now we have our motor and track out. So next what we're going to want to do is remove these two bolts and then those two bolts, which hold the vent window arm together. So it's a 3/8 bolt. We're just going to use a ratchet and take these out. All right, now we got those 4 bolts out. Next, we're going to remove these 4 screws holding this vent window assembly together. So these screws might actually be a little tight, pretty tight in here. So if you have a good screwdriver, it'd probably be a little better. But of course, I don't. All right, now we got these 4 screws out here. We're going to remove this assembly for the door lock. So we should be able to unscrew this on the top. And then, so we're gonna take this out. So there's two places, there's one right here. One thing we need to take out. So this little plastic piece right here, we need to take off of this right here. Just like that, so it gets off of this arm. And then there's one place at the top, this little hook. We're just gonna take that off of that. So we're gonna remove this spring, which I don't know if this is original or not, or if someone just did this, but there's a spring just hooked on the top of this right here. So we're gonna take that out and then remove it off of right there as well. So again, I don't know if a previous owner put that there, and if it was supposed to originally go to the top, maybe that hole right there. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll do some research and see about that. But next we're just going to, there's another hook just like at the top right here. So we're going to remove that from this rod as well. All right, I'm back. My wonderful GoPro overheated again. So we're going to remove this clamp right here to lower the window now that that arm is out for the lock. So let's do that real quick. And then you should be able to put your window almost to the bottom. So we're going to try and get this side of the window right here out of this track of this little chrome piece here. So it goes all the way down to right here where these two bolts were. So we're just going to try and get those two we're going to try and get that window off of the track here. All right, so I just got the window off of this track here. So if we are able to turn it 90 degrees in a way, we should be able to lift it out from right here. So let's try that. First, we're actually going to remove, let me show you, right here. There's a bolt that actually holds this little L shape on. So if we take that off, we're going to be able to move or get the window out a little easier. So let's remove that. It's just another 3/8 bolt. So if we can get a wrench in there to get that out, it will help us out. All right, so that's what we removed right there. So we just got this bolt out, and now this L piece is out. We're going to get these weather seals off right here. Both this one and this one, so that we can take this vent assembly out, and then we can bring the window out. So to holding these in is just 4 little clips on each one. So if you just get a flathead of some sort and pry these out, they should come right out. That's one. So you can see these clips on the back. All right, so now both these are out, and you can see how much I broke it getting out. That's because they need to be replaced anyway. They were already torn up, so now they're just even more torn up. All right, so now we have a bigger opening right here. We can try and get this window out, but first we are gonna get this weather seal from the top here as well, so that we can slide this a little further. So now this weather seal at the top is out, but you can also see it's also in like 100 pieces on the floor. So you're definitely not reusing that. Just prepare for the cost of a new one. This is supposed to be, the new set is a one piece. It's an L shape. It goes from right here all the way down to the end of the channel down there. So the new piece will be like that. Either of these broke apart or they came as separate pieces, that whatever. So you also need to take this out as well, but that's not top priority right now. So let's go ahead and get this window out right now. And now your vent window is out. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. There you go, it's out. So now our next task is going to be getting the actual roll down window out of here. So we should be able to turn it 90 degrees now. now the window is out. You're definitely going to want to do this as carefully as you can so you don't scratch the window. As long as it wasn't already scratched. I have not seen the price for a new window. You might have to go to a junkyard or something to find one. I don't want to hear the price either, so. Alright, so I just cleaned up a little bit. So now that our vent window is out, our roll down window is out, our motor and all that is out, and then our door lock is also out. That's the front door. So now we're going to move to the back door, which it's a kind of similar process. There's a bunch of different things you have to do, and then you don't have to take your lock out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is actually roll down the window while we still have this harness plugged in. So we're just going to roll it down just like in the front. It appears our previous owner has done this before and swapped out these two bolts. So normally these, like the front, were a Torx style, but these are just a normal bolt style. So now our window is free. We're going to do just like the front and hold it up with a clamp. All right, now that we have the window down, we can unplug these harnesses and set this to the side. Next, we're going to do the same as the front, get all these Torx screws out. And then there's a metal piece going across here with two Phillips we're going to get out. And now we should be able to slide this out. All right, now we're going to get our ratchet and get these two bolts out. We're going to get these two screws right here and then one up top. So these three Phillips need to come out so that this stationary window here can be removed, and then we can take the roll down window out. All right, now that we have these three screws out, we're going to lower the window by taking the clamp off and lower it to the bottom of the door. And then just like in the front, let's see. Just like in the front, we're going to remove that bolt right there for this little L bracket. All right, now that that's out, we can get these weather seals out as well as the top one. So get these three out, and then we'll be able to remove this. All right, I just got all the weather seals out from the top and then right here. So next what we're gonna do is try and remove the roll down window so if we move this over a little bit, we should be able to pry this window out from this track. So let's try that real quick. All right, so now this window's out. Now we can slide this out. And there you go. And that's how you remove your back and your front windows from your Grand Wagoneer. If this video helped you out, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for future content on this car. And we also got some other cars coming up on the channel. So stay tuned for all that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.